Destined Rivals is about to drop soon. And with it, tons of illustration rares, probably the best in this generation. Now, with that, not all cards are created equal. Card art does drive value. Just look at the Machamp from Astral Radiance. People simply like the Machamp card art, and it ended up becoming the big chase card, where at first it was pretty low. But people love the card art on it. So card art certainly affects value of a card. Now that doesn't mean it's the be all end all, but it does play a factor. Today, we are going to rank the top 10 best looking illustration rares in Pokemon Destined Rivals. That's going to be coming out May 30th. My birthday. But before we get going, a big shout out to our sponsors. That is chosenpathsoaps.com, where they make custom made soaps, anything from beef tallow soaps, pine tar soaps, that's my favorite, and they even make custom orders. So if you're wanting a custom scent or custom blend, let them know. Their soap is thick, heavy, like a brick. You can bash someone in the head with it who's trying to scalp Pokemon. Don't do that. But if you do, you can dissolve the evidence in hot water. But purchase from chosenpathsoaps.com today. So whether you are collecting or investing, or simply just like to look at your cards, card art plays a big factor. And let's be honest, ever since Scarlet and Violet started and mid-Sword and Shield set, Pokemon is killing these card arts. I keep looking at them like, dude, I have no way they're going to be able to get better than this. And then they keep one-upping it. I don't know how they do it. I don't know who they got payroll on, but they're doing fantastic. Shout out to you guys. Now, what determines this ranking? My personal choice, but I will base that off of visual storytelling. We love seeing a scene of a Pokemon do something that matches it. It'd be kind of weird, though, to see something like a Pikachu flying in the air. Well, I guess not. There's Balloon Pikachu. A Meowth flying through the air. That would be a horrible example because it doesn't really match the Pokemon. So we like storytelling. I think Sword and Shield actually did a little better with storytelling, where I feel like Scarlet and Violet are better art pieces. As well as composition and the creativity of the card. If it just looks the same as like 50 other cards, it's not really that nice. We want unique, beautiful cards. And then the last thing's texturing. Texturing can take a card from a 0 to a 10. Right? You kind of see a card, you're like, okay, it looks okay, but then you see it in person, that texturing is like, whoa. But that can be something that might throw you off on some of these videos. I might pop it up. You're not going to be wowed by it. But sometimes in person, it has a whole different story. So I will mention those if it's kind of like that. But let's hop into number 10. And that is the Meowth and Giovanni card. This is a beautiful card. I love the cartoony nature of it. We haven't seen something like this, well, I don't know, ever, really. It's very random, but I love it. I love all the cartoony cards in this set. There's some that couldn't make it, but big shout out to those. It's calm. It's peaceful looking. Giovanni's just kind of like drinking his coffee while hanging out with Meowth. I love this card. This is one I'm certainly hoping to pull. Let me know down in the comments section first, though. Do you think Meowth deserves 10, or do you feel it deserves number 1? And then also put down your list before you start this video. Who are your top 10 card arts in Destined Rivals? Now, coming in at number 2, that is number 9, Psyduck. So I really like this card. This is one of those cards that's a great example of creativity. There is no other card like this that I've seen. It kind of has that black and blue hue, almost like a spy film. And Psyduck is over there. It looks like it's making a creative shield to help protect the Team Rocket, which, to be fair, if he has the amount of time to sit there posing, he can defend himself. Kind of BS, he's relying on the Psyduck to help take care of him. So, Psyduck, you need a better trainer. That means coming in at number 8, I love this card. All these cards should be pulling up right here. But I love this card. Shaman. This Shaman card. I did have a video the other day where I was just showing all different Shaman cards. Shaman cards are really nice. Not just this one, but like all of them. Shaman makes for some great card art. Don't know why, it simply does. So I absolutely love this one. I wish this would have been an alt art and had texturing on it. This thing would have popped if it did. But Shaman coming in at number 8. This is simply has nothing to do with creativity, has nothing to do with texture. It's just beautiful. The colors are amazing. The saturation is awesome. Which means coming in at number 7, this is one people may get on to me about. That is Mewtwo. I love this Mewtwo full art. Giovanni in the background, Mewtwo in front. If this was any other set, if this would have been something that came out in Sun and Moon, early Sword and Shield, this would have been the top chase card versus the alt art Mewtwo, which actually does not make this list today. That one was very controversial. I feel like they really dropped the ball with that one. Now, if you pull it, you're probably going to be pumped about it. There's a few other ones that didn't make this list that I actually personally like, but objectively speaking, they're not the best. So we'll get to those a little later, though. I don't want to spoil the rankings. So coming in at number 6 is Misty Psyduck. This is one a lot of people love. When we did Heatwave Arena sales, everyone was talking about Misty Psyduck. When we did rankings, when we did videos on it, everyone's Misty Psyduck, Misty Psyduck, Misty Psyduck. It was giving me a headache as bad as Psyduck gets. Sadly, I didn't get psychic powers from it. But Misty Psyduck is number 6 simply because of the storytelling here. Well, it's beautiful too, but the storytelling is peak. Misty swimming, Psyduck swimming next to her. She's a trainer. She's the trainer's Pokemon. It fits perfectly with the theme. So, Misty Psyduck coming in at a solid 6. Now, this is an interesting one. Coming in at number 5 is Zamazenta. So this illustration rare of Zamazenta was actually published in a magazine. And it is stunning artwork. When we saw this in a magazine, it was like, dude, that'd be ridiculous as a card, and here it is. Would have been better with some texture and alt art. That would have probably really pushed this up to like number 3 to number 1 on this list. But without the texture, it's a beautiful card, but doesn't quite hit those high peaks. But where's Zacian? My guess, premium box. But we haven't seen it in the Japanese, have we? Maybe that's in a deck, because I don't purchase the decks or anything. We just buy the booster boxes. Eventually we will do ancillary product, but where's Zacian? Let me know. This goes into number 4. Number 4, some people are going to hate this one. I personally think it's a great card. And that is the Rapidash. This is uniqueness that pushes us up to number 4 for me. One, the colors are beautiful. The hazy look. That was one of my favorite things in Sword and Shield I wish they'd bring back. The alt arts had this like hazy kind of look to it. I don't know what you would even call it, but it wasn't so sharp, right? A lot of cards today, like this next one, is very sharp. It's like on a video, someone just raised the sharpness to it, where they kind of made it very blurry in Sword and Shield. And I love that. The colors blended much better, and this really reminds me of this. This would have been number 1 if they would have gave this card texture. Rapidash had the potential to be number 1 card in the set to me if it had texture of this card. But it finds itself at number 4, which is nothing to shake off considering how stacked this set's going to be. Now we're going to get to the top 3, and this is where I'm going to have a lot of people complaining to me, but this is my list. I get to choose. Make your own list. That is Yanmega. I love this card. Now, when I saw the card art, I actually kind of looked over it for a full art at first, but then the more I looked at it, the more I started liking it. Yanmega is known for like ultra high speeds. You can clearly see that. You can see the entire scene. It's water. It's moving fast. Very colorful. There are some cards that have really cool scenes, but there's so much going on. You can't really tell like what's happening. You really got to stare at it for a while, and even when you do that, you can't tell. That's why I love Yanmega. It's clearly showing the scene, and it clearly shows off its best attributes as a Pokemon. Now, this was probably number 10, number 9, until I pulled it in the Japanese version. The texture on this card is perfect. Those little glistening seams on the water, on the texture, actually like kind of glow and shimmer, and it just makes it amazing. I promise you, you pull this card, you're going to be shocked at how nice it is in person compared to just this image. This is one of those on the list I was saying. It's an image doesn't justify it. You have to see it with the texture. Number 2 is Ho-Ho, right? Oh-Ho, Ho-Ho. Not like the snack cake Ho-Hos, but like Ho-Ho, the giant bird. The Pokemon we saw in episode 1 of Pokemon and didn't get it for a whole nother generation. Ethan's Ho-Ho, this is a beautiful card. Even without texture, just looking at this one is peak. This is artwork at its finest. This could be in a museum. Throw that texture on this and this thing glows. It is a beautiful card. I pulled this from Heatwave Arena. I'm never selling this card. This card, if I could blow it up, put it back here, I would. This is an absolutely stunning card. It has narrative. It's reminiscent of that first episode of Pokemon, but with Ethan. Colors are popping. Texture's perfect. You can't make much of a better card than this. Which, coming in at number 1, everyone's favorite card. Probably not. You guys don't hate me for this one. Coming in at number 1, everyone's favorite, everyone's most wanted of the sets. Probably not. Probably just me. This is actually one I wasn't a fan of until I started doing this list. Once I had to compare them and start knocking things off, I had a really tough time knocking this one off the list. Every other card, I could sit there and nitpick. I go, this could have been done better. This one could have been done better. This one, though, there was nothing I could pick apart about it. I was like, man, this is a perfect card. The reason this one ranks above Ho-Ho is I've seen some people complain about Ho-Ho, and I can see their points. Where this card, I have seen no one complain about. Everyone praises it. They may not say it's number 1, but combining it with me seeing no complaints, and then also me looking at it and not being able to pick out any imperfections on it, is Ethan's Adventure. Ethan's Adventure comes in at number 1 as by far, the best card art for Destined Rivals in a set stacked with beautiful card art. So, Ethan's Adventure is a fantastic card. One thing that's amazing about Destined Rivals, or a lot of English sets like this, it's going to be very interesting to see how Heatwave Arena and Team Rocket Glory compete against each other, okay? I believe this is, let me check right now, this is the second most expensive card. Yeah, this is the third most expensive card in Heatwave Arena, the Japanese set. Being beaten by Ethan's Ho-Ho and Cynthia's Garchomp. Now, trainer cards usually do better in Japanese than English, but there are a few that end up doing better in English. So I'm going to be very interested to see where Ethan ends up falling down in value when you combine it with Team Rocket set. Is Heatwave Arena going to do better than Team Rocket, or is Team Rocket going to be doing better than Heatwave Arena? Video idea. Once Destined Rivals come out, we can do a comparative. Which one ended up doing better? So, I'm a smart guy. Thank you guys for the idea. But, Ethan's Adventures, number 1 of the set. I can't praise this card enough. It has color. The Pokemon are excited. It clearly shows his bond with his Pokemon. And the texture on this card is perfection, just as much as Ho-Ho's. But there's nothing I can complain about on this set, on this card. So let me know down below, did you think this list was pretty accurate? Was your list similar to mine, or do you think all this was crap? Did we have any rankings the same? Please, show me your rankings. Other than that, guys, check out our sponsor, Chosen Path Soap. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. We do tons of videos. We do rankings. We do comedy videos. Some of my favorite to do. And we also let you know about the latest products that are going to be releasing. Go to our website, BulbaCards.com, subscribe to our email list, and we will let you know when black and white will be available for MSRP. We usually don't drop pre-orders till about 3 to 4 weeks before release. So get on that email list and we will send out emails. Yes, there's going to be a few people in the comment section saying they didn't get one. I'm sorry. like I don't control the engineering of the emails and the websites. All I can do is put a list up. You guys subscribe and me click send to everybody. However, when it does happen, do let me know because I will make an effort to get it fixed. But all I can really do is say subscribe and get on that email list, and you're more likely to get that info. So get MSRP at BulbaCards.com, and we will see you guys next time here at BulbaCards Productions.